Welcome to the 90th Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, number 16 Notre Dame and number 19 Oregon State. A fantastically historic year, again the 90th time that this game has been played, and how about a historic team like Notre Dame to be in it in its second appearance here. Oregon State making its third. Both these teams undefeated all time in the Sun Bowl. The last time Oregon State was here was in 2008. They beat Pittsburgh 3-0. The last time Notre Dame was here was in 2010. Of course, they beat Miami 33-17 in a blizzard, but that was not the case today. It was a fantastically beautiful day, a sellout crowd, over 48,000 people here at the Sun Bowl to see the Fighting Irish take on the Oregon State Beavers. Let's go ahead and roll the highlights from this one. There you see Notre Dame coming out of the tunnel, and then Oregon State right behind them as well. We told you it was a sellout, 48,000 people. Sun Bowl capacity is 45,000, so 3,000 more than capacity piling in to the Sun Bowl. The Leprechaun there. Both these teams have been here before, undefeated in the bowl game. First quarter, Steve Angeli to Jaden Thomas, up top to Jordan Faison, 55 yards for the big gain, and then it'll be Angeli to Jaden Thomas there for the touchdown to cap an 11-play, 96-yard Fighting Irish drive. Second quarter, it's Jadarian Price right up the gut on the rushing score. That made it 14-0 Notre Dame at the break. Third quarter now 17-0. Angeli keeps cooking. He'll find Faison for 5 catches, 115 yards for Faison in this one. He was named the Sun Bowl MVP. That made it 24-0. The Fighting Irish defense coming to play in this one as well. Fourth quarter, they stop Oregon State in their own end zone for a safety. Joshua Burnham there, the big Y, making the play. And then after the safety, the Fighting Irish, they kept playing like champions. This will be Price breaking through the middle. Nobody was there in the middle. He cutting through tackles, gets outside, down the sideline, eventually would be dragged down after a 54-yard gain deep into Oregon State territory. And how about this for good measure on the couple plays later, Angeli swinging it out to Jeremiah Love. The spin move and breaking tackles on his way to pay dirt. 33-0 Notre Dame at that point. They win 40-8. They're now 2-0 all-time in the Sun Bowl. Marcus Freeman getting to raise the championship trophy. They finished the season 10-3 with an absolutely dominant showing.
The commitment to grasping, I keep talking about grasping this special opportunity that we had in front of us. And it's not because they wanted to, it was because they put the work in. And that's what I kept challenging them on, is like, we have to put the work in that it takes to grasp this great opportunity. And so I'm so proud of them.
Yeah, Notre Dame 40-8 winners. They held Oregon State to less than 200 yards total offense, just 2 yards rushing on the ground. Fantastic performance all around for the Fighting Irish. For more on their victory, here is sports reporter Sam Guzman.
Thank you, Colin. Well, heading into today, we knew both Notre Dame and Oregon State were without key players due to those players either entering the transfer portal or opting out of the game. So today's game was about what team would stick to its brand of football it's been playing all year despite the late season changes, and Notre Dame was that team today. Heading into today's contest, Notre Dame was a top 10 team in scoring offense and scoring defense. The Fighting Irish averaging around 40 points per game and just allowing 16 to opponents. Guess what? Today the Irish put up 40 and held Oregon State to just 8 points in today's contest. So Notre Dame just carrying out the game plan. They've worked on it all week. They executed it well, and it led to a big dub here in the Sun Bowl for the Fighting Irish.
As you play well on one side of the ball and you're dominant on that defensive side, it helps everybody build confidence. So the work they put into this opportunity that we had to play in the Sun Bowl, kudos to our coaches and their preparation, to our players.
It's in our hands now. You know, the standard doesn't change no matter who leaves and who stays. The standard stays the same, and, you know, they believe that.
As expected, Notre Dame's defense was the strong point in this game as they returned a lot of guys from the regular season. And it was a defense Oregon State struggled with today. Oregon State only gaining 197 total yards on offense, 195 of them coming through the air, and only 2 rushing yards. The Beavers rushed for 34, but at the same time lost 32, so not contest Oregon State wanted to put on today. Not the way the Beavers wanted to end its season. First-time head coach Kefense Hinson was actually really emotional post-game about the team. A lot of these guys who stuck into the game and did not opt out wanted to finish the season strong. So today's result was not the one Oregon State wanted, but it's one they're going to have to deal with, and it's just one they hope to learn from.
I get emotional thinking about it because I love these dudes. Right? I came in with Katan. He was our first class, and so I'm super proud of these dudes.
We wanted to go out, with each other. We wanted to finish this thing the right way. I think that's the Oregon State way. And at the end of the day, guys are out there hurting, but still got to keep fighting. And sometimes in life, things don't go your way, but the greats always respond.
So Oregon State suffers its first loss in the Sun Bowl, 1-2 overall record in this game. Meanwhile, Notre Dame collects its 10th win in the season and its second Sun Bowl game win, 2-0 on the year. So, Colin, great Sun Bowl game.
Absolutely, Sam. It was fantastic. And as we told you, over 48,000 people showing up for this one at the Sun Bowl. Again, capacity a little bit under 46,000, about 45,900. Fantastic. And you know what happens when you win the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl? You get the flakes. Marcus Freeman got the Gatorade bath. We're going to do some Frosted Flakes Angels. This has been KTSM 9 Sports at 6 live from the Sun Bowl. We'll see you at 10.